Okay, welcome back, Year 8, to our Science Spectacular. This is a lesson about food chemical testing, and today we are going to be testing for two chemicals. One called starch, which is a complex carbohydrate, polysaccharide, trying to be fancy words here. And the second one is glucose, which is a simple carbohydrate or a monosaccharide. Okay, one sugar. Polysaccharide, many sugars. So we're going to be testing these carbohydrates. So what we need to do firstly is we need to get some chemicals which will test for positive test for each of these chemicals. So the first one we're going to start with is starch. Starch we find in potatoes, we find in rice, we find in many products, okay, in many foods. Wheat, you name it, oats, it's got starch. So basically, how do we test for starch? Well, we use a chemical called iodine. Iodine, if I open up the iodine bottle, we'll see the iodine is this nice sort of yellow colour. So what I'm going to do firstly is going to put some iodine into some water, just to show water is our control test tube that we use to compare to see the effect, whether starch does have an effect on the chemical. So the next one, here we have our starch, and I'm going to add about 5 drops of iodine. Oh, look at that. Lovely. Oh, look at this. See that? Nice, deep purple. You can even say it's black. So, positive test for starch is when iodine goes dark it turns dark, it turns black. You can pause this now and write down your results. Okay, the next test we're going to be doing is a test for glucose. Glucose, as I said before, is a simple sugar. Just tip out the starch. Wash out the test tubes. I'll just leave them there for the moment. There we go. Tip them in. So this time, I've got some glucose and I've got my water control. All right, pretty much looks similar. But this time you'll notice I've got a Bunsen burner, so I need a Bunsen burner for this test. And I need a chemical called Benedict's solution. All right, Benedict's solution is a chemical which indicates the presence of glucose if it's present in the substance. All right, so there you can see Benedict's is this nice bright blue color. So I add the Benedict's to the water. I'm going to add some to the glucose as well. Whoops, got a blackout. Now it's not a storm. It's not lightning. We've just going to turn it on. Thanks, Mr. Dorrington. Righto. So now what we've got now is we need to apply some heat to our chemicals and see, because the reaction does, we need a little bit of energy. You need a bit of heat energy. So I'll be smart and I'll put some glasses on because you just never know what might happen here. Right. So I'm going to heat this up. Just a gentle heat. Notice how I've got, this is a little technique. When you come back to school, this is always something, you know, with Bunsen burners. I know students don't do, they hold the Bunsen up like that. Why wouldn't you hold the Bunsen up like that? Because A, it gets burnt, and B, it's spat out and can get into your face. So we just tilt it away from us. I've got it on heat flame and I can see I'm waving it around, okay? But you can see nothing much is happening. So you've got to get it nice and warm. But this is just water, all right? But we're seeing that there's no change at the moment. All right, there's no change. Oops, now it's starting to get a bit warm. It can start starting to spit, starting to boil now. We can see there's really nothing happening. So nothing much happening now. What about now with the glucose? Let's have a look at the glucose now. So we're going to put the heat on and just give it a little bit of time. It won't change straight away. Get a bit of heat. Hopefully, we soon start to get a reaction here. start to see, okay, we can start to see a change here. Here we go, here's the change. It's starting to go, why this happens sometimes, it actually, it's, you can see it's starting to change its white colour, but it actually should change to like an orangey colour, and it's not quite happening. I don't know why it's not doing that, but yeah, so it is getting a change, but it's not exactly the change we want. We actually want a nice orange colour. But like with everything, if it doesn't work the first time, what should you do? You repeat the experiment. So this time, you can sort of see there is a little bit of an orange tinge there, but it's not that super orange that I wanted. So I'm going to try it again. See how I go this time. A little bit more in this time. This time I'll put a little bit more Benedict's in. Let's see whether this works. Quite have enough. Let's try with a couple of squirts. So it's nice. Okay, let's try this now. Alright, so we're starting to get same deal. It's not the result we exactly want. Well, you can start to see it is starting to go a little bit orange. Alright, it is starting to go a little bit orange there. It's not that white colour, that completely white like that one. Alright, we can start to see it's getting that orange colour there. It should just go a real bright orange, but I'm not quite sure why it's not doing that. But anyway, that's okay. Alright, now I just want you just to pause the your video now and write down the results for a positive test for glucose.